In the first 45 years of UMSL basketball, the team went to the NCAA tournament 2 times. In the last 4 years under Bob Sundvold,
hey, take it back out, Gold. Do it from the start. Let's go.
They've been there 3 times. At age 69, Sundvold, after 47 years of coaching, is the best he's ever been.
All right, remember to run, get underneath.
What do you bring better now than you ever have?
Empathy. Empathy. I thought about that a month ago.
How Sundvold did it was first as a player. He averaged 18 points a game as a sharpshooting guard for South Dakota State.
I could really shoot and didn't understand defense one bit. And I have a great relationship with my college coach, and he said I was a little bit of a handful to coach. I had a little different idea of what my game was versus what it probably really was.
Then it was on to begin an almost 5-decade career as a college coach. It started with the legendary Norm Stewart at Mizzou, who was fun even after a loss, like that one time at Louisville.
I'm ahead of Norm, and he's, Bob, you got your belt? So I checked my belt. Yeah? What about your billfold? Yeah, I got it. Good. Hey, they didn't steal everything. we had turned it over about 22 times.
And at Mizzou, Bob got to coach his little brother John, arguably the greatest shooter in Mizzou history.
When I'm at South Dakota State, I came back and I got to watch him play in a 9th grade game, and he had 42. And I go back and I tell my coach at South Dakota State, hey, I think I got somebody, you ought to be watching my brother. And my coach still calls me about that. You know, you started evaluating, you were a little on the low side in evaluating when you said your brother could come to South Dakota State. But I always just appreciated that he had a great opportunity. And then forever, I've always called him the coolest guy on the planet. Hand up, hand up, hand up!
And Bob Sundvold will shortly become the winningest coach in UMSL history. After an 0-5 start, the Tritons have been smoking hot for months, and UMSL looks like they're headed to yet another NCAA tournament. So how does a man almost 50 years older than his players connect so well?
So we came into film after 2 games and a long weekend, and he pulls up a video of Chris Rock, and he's doing a stand-up comedian speech, and Chris Rock's talking about playing the tambourine.
And sometimes you're on tambourine. And if you're on tambourine, play it right.
He found a way to translate it to playing your role.
Wall up! Move your feet!
And don't forget, the old school firm coach has learned empathy.
Every day he comes in, asks us how we're doing. He goes about it differently. He's not such a yeller. He likes to make jokes. He likes to try to talk to us in a way that we know how to talk to us, like in our generation.
Don't worry about the last one. It's the next one. You'll get it. All right, let's go.
And make no mistakes, there is no exit strategy for Bob Sundvold. Why quit when the going is good?
I don't think it's a good time to get out. I still like it. And I talked to Norm about that. I said, you know, I think it's still worthwhile to do. I think it's fun to do.
What would you want one of your players to say after their last game about playing for Bob Sundvold?
Well, you know, you want them to think, hey, he was competitive. And I really gotten to the point now where I hope and when they're done right away, they don't get it. But 3-4 years down the road, and we have guys come back for alumni stuff, and they just say, hey, you understood. You know, you understood what I'm going through or what we were trying to do or what, and you know, we're trying to convey that to the guys too, like, hey, we're trying to get in the NCAA tournament, we're trying to win the GOVC tournament, so you're trying to convey something to them, but then you always got to understand, hey, what do they have going on? You know, what's important for them? And I'm hoping at the end of the day, you know, Matt or one of these guys, you know, they're going to come back and go, hey, he really understood what we're doing.